Hello. It's 3 o'clock. Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me for Project Ideas with Caroline. If you are on the line, say hi. I'm going to type that in on the chat board here, and please chat with me. Let me know if you are here with me today and you want to talk. Let me know that you're here, and let's see, we are going to get started. It is 3 o'clock on my time. If you are sheltering in place, let me know. A lot of places aren't sheltering in place, including me. I am no longer under shelter in place, and so I think we're going to change the name of the show to Project Ideas with Caroline, or just Caroline Live versus sheltering in place going forward. And then if you guys are out and about and having a great time, then maybe we'll stop this show as well. So anyway, I've got a lineup for you guys today. I hope you enjoy it. And let's start with our usual housekeeping. If this is your first time, all right, these are the same housekeeping ideas I go over every week. I am not a doctor, nor do I play one on TV, and thus I cannot offer you any medical advice whatsoever. I do this every Thursday at 3 o'clock my time, which is Eastern time. This is a place of positivity. I know there's a lot of bad stuff going on in this world right now, and we're going to be positive, and we're going to be super happy during this time together. And last but not least, please mute your Amazon Echo device or your Google Home device or whatever devices can hear me right now. I may end up triggering your device by accident, and this is a live show, so I can't change it. I can't edit that out later on because it's live. All right, so that is housekeeping for today. And let's see, now let's go into the agenda. Oh, hello, Sam. Thanks for joining, Sam. It's 3 a.m. where Sam is right now. Okay, let's see. The agenda. I've got a lineup for you guys today. I'm going to talk about the updates from last week. I do have an ask. I am in the Element14 Contest, and I do have an ask for you to please vote for me in the Element14 Contest. I will share details about that next. And today I'm sharing project ideas with Raspberry Pi and Alexa. And then I do want to have, if you guys want to have a discussion, tell me what you think about the iOS 13.5 update that dropped today. So hello, Paul. So today, iOS 13.5 dropped. It includes some upgrades for some digital tracking. We'll talk more about that, but do let me know what you think about that. I hope you have lots of comments about it. And when we get to that part of the show, let's talk about it. And then, of course, at the end of the show, I will reveal next week's YouTube video that I'm launching next Tuesday. And that is the agenda for today's Caroline Live show. Let's see. I released a new video on Tuesday, 2 days ago, and it is the motion triggered hand washing timer on a Raspberry Pi, and I released that yesterday. So I hope you enjoyed that. If you didn't see it, please do check that out on my channel. I'm going to leave you a link here as to how to get to that video, and I hope you check that out. All right, let's see. So I hope you liked that video. I think I talked about it on the show earlier, and I said, hey, I'm going to make a video about it. That was a few weeks ago. It took me a while to sit down and cut the video, shoot the video, cut the video, and do everything. But I do have that video out now. Yay! That was like a ton of shooting and to get that done. So anyway, please enjoy it. All right, next. Okay, so the ongoing saga of 3D printing. I mention this on my show every single week. Oh my goodness. Let's see. My old 3D printer was an ANET A8. I made a bunch of videos about it. Maybe not a bunch, but I made a bunch of videos about it on my channel, since I would say about 2018. And when I started printing face shields 15 hours a day, it turned in its retirement plan. And it just got worse and worse and worse. Then I had to buy a new 3D printer. I ordered about 3 different 3D printers. One finally showed up. And I am back in business printing face shields on my new 3D printer. That's very exciting. I'm printing in PETG or PETG right now. And so that has been quite a challenge calibrating my new 3D printer. And so because it's not an ANET A8 or it's because it's a Tronxy D01, it didn't quite have the support. It didn't quite have all the files. It's not in Cura. It didn't have a Cura profile. Didn't quite have all the other support that I got with the ANET A8. The ANET A8 had been out for years at the point that I purchased it. So everybody had learned everything by that point. And I just watched a bunch of YouTube videos, and that's how I did my ANET A8. The Tronxy D01, I think it just came out a few months ago, so there's not much out there about it. So let's see. Just to, one of the things that they've noticed about the Tronxy D01 is there is a ton of, I don't know if you can see this, there is just a ton of stringing when it prints. You can get the stringing down. And so but it did take a lot of trial and error to get all the stringing down, but I did eventually get the stringing down. So this is the bottom part of these face shields that I print. So I start with like the small prints versus the large prints, so that if it messes up, then I won't have wasted too much filament. And so I was able to get the retraction settings right and finally print something that didn't have a bunch of strings attached to it. That was awesome. Unfortunately, let's see, it prints twice as slow. So I have the speed set to 60 millimeters per second, the same as I did with ANET A8, but for some strange reason, it takes twice as long to print. So this took 26 minutes on the ANET A8, which is not brilliantly fast or anything. This takes about 50 minutes on my Tronxy D01. So anyway, I'm still working on it. I'm still, experimenting. It's a lot of trial and error right now. So that's what I'm doing in terms of 3D printing. I like to give that update to you every week. So yes, we are still making PPE, personal protection equipment, for our community here in Atlanta. All right, moving on. Okay, so here's my ask for all of you. Hi, G. Nicholas. All right, thank you for joining the show, G. Nicholas. Yes, so you are here in time for my ask. I have a big ask for everybody who's watching my show, all my subscribers. I need your help here, essentially. So I entered a contest. It is called the Badass Online Film Festival Contest, and it was open to women makers. It's put on by Element14, and essentially they want you to vote. You can vote for, there are 18 entries. The top 10 entries win $500 each. Yay, that's a lot of money. And so these are the 18 entries. So I'm one of these 18 entries. I'm right over here. If you can see that, Caroline Dunn, watch video. You do have to be logged in. You do have to have an account with Element14. It is free to create an account with Element14, but I'm going to give you the link right here too. This is the overall page. So you can't really see the overall page unless you have an account. So like, see right here, I'm logged in. So you click on me, Caroline Dunn, watch video, and then you see the page where I am. This is my entry right here, and then you can watch my video. And essentially, if you are logged in, you can hit the like button and a share button. So one like is one vote, one share is one vote. How do I know this? They have this lovely how to vote for the Badass Women Online Film Festival, and it says right here you have to be logged in, you have to have a share, and you have to have a like, or one or the other. And it shows you how many likes you have. I don't think it shows you how many shares you have. But anyway, if you would please vote for me, I would really, really, really appreciate it. And let's see. Here is my page. Let me put that back on. Okay, yeah, so here is my page again. Now, funny little note. Let's go back to how to vote. Funny little note while I'm on this call here with you guys, on this broadcast with you about the film festival. They did have another festival or voting a few years ago, and one of their contestants cheated. And by gaming the system somehow, by creating a whole bunch of accounts in Element14 just to vote for this one person. So they disqualified that person. I don't know if they told everybody this, but they did tell me as one of the contest people, don't jerry-rig the system, don't, rig the system, don't write a script that creates a bunch of logins and then just so you can vote for yourself. This is supposed to be very, very, very generic, or it's supposed to be very objective. And so you can ask people to vote for you, but they actually, Element14, the judges of Element14 says that they make the final decision on the winners. Yes, so if you do have an Element14 account, or if you're willing to create an Element14 account, please vote for me. I'd really appreciate it, and to help me, make more projects. So anyway, this is the Element14 Badass Women Online Film Festival, and this is my entry. Oh yeah, I didn't really even talk about my entry. My entry is a smart motion sensor light, and essentially I'm using the motion sensor with a Raspberry Pi. You pass your hand over the motion. It creates a web hook. It sends out an API to IFTTT, and then it goes to your smart plug that you choose, and it turns on your smart plug. Yes, so it was kind of a nice little combination, because I have a lot of smart plugs, had the motion sensor, I have the Raspberry Pi 3, and I wanted it, and a really easy way to integrate it all was with IFTTT, and that was pretty cool. So yeah, there is a way. If you use one of the kinds of smart plugs that I have is the Casa smart plug. You can turn on you can toggle it on and off, so you can turn it on with the motion sensor, and then you turn it back off with the motion sensor. I think that's pretty cool. So check out my video here, smart motion sensor light, and please vote for me. Thank you so much. All right, so let's get back to my presentation, and next let's talk about my Raspberry Pi project for this week, sharing a keyboard and a mouse. I don't know about you guys, but we've got these desks. I've got my PC, I've got my computer out, and then I want to do a project on a Raspberry Pi or something. And this is one of my zeros here, just for demo purposes. And then I've got and I do, even though I use laptops, I like using a full keyboard. And then every time I want to switch between my computer and my Raspberry Pi, I've got to take the dongle out, and then for the wireless keyboard and mouse, and then switch it into my Pi. Now there is a way for you to use the same wireless keyboard and mouse for your computer and for your Raspberry Pi. Wow. Okay, that is just mind-blowing to me. That's really cool. And let's see, let's go back. And how is it done? Why do you do it? So I do have a link that I'll share with you that has the step-by-step on how to do it. It is an app that they use for this. Let's go back. Let's go over to the browser. Here it is. Share your keyboard and mouse between computers with an app called Barrier. Now, I think they recommend that you install Barrier onto your PC, and they do support Mac and Windows devices, but you do have to download something and install an app. All right, so here it is, GitHub Barrier releases. You go over here, and then you look at, so this is, I believe this is the .dmg is for Mac users, setup.exe, I believe that's for Windows users. There is a tar-z here. There's code. I think it says you can, I haven't actually done this whole project myself. I believe I will do this project, and I'll let you know next week how it went. I believe they do say you can install this on the Raspberry Pi, but they don't recommend it. They recommend that you do it on your PC. So I wasn't really quite ready to install a new app on my PC today, so I did not do it. But anyway, just to let you know, I mean, it is two separate monitors still, but I could use I use the monitor on my PC, and then I could take my big monitor over on the left side here and just say, okay, we're gonna do the Raspberry Pi with it. So I think that's pretty cool. Anyway, so I'm going to check that project out. I hope you check that project out as well. And I think that's just a nice little hack as we all work from home and we're doing little projects with our Raspberry Pi. So thank you, Raspberry Pi, for sharing this Barrier with us. I think it's I don't know why it's called Barrier. I think it should be called anti-barrier. Now there are no barriers to using using your keyboard with your PC and with your Mac and with your Raspberry Pi. So pretty cool, huh? I like that. All right, next project that I wanted to highlight today is a getting started course from Raspberry Pi. So You know, a lot of people, believe it or not, a lot of people are still starting out brand new with Raspberry Pi. With the lockdown, with the shelter in place, a lot of people are looking for projects they can do at home, and they want to do a Raspberry Pi project. They're like, where do I start? Well, now we've got a course where you can get started, sanctioned by the Raspberry Pi people. And let's see, let me give you the link for that. Copy, let's see, browser, there we go. Getting started with your Raspberry Pi. And let's see, so this is a course. It says you can join the course for free. That is pretty cool. And it says it's a 3-week course. You study 2 hours per week. And it's an intro course into the Raspberry Pi. They recommend that you actually own a Raspberry Pi, you know, follow along, hands-on experience. I think that is really cool. So it says, what topics will you cover? The Raspberry operating system, the desktop, adding software, everyday computing, connecting more hardware, coding, Unix, command, remote access, and security. So it's got a ton of stuff. Now I said it was free, but I do want to caveat that they have the course for free. Once you register for their course, you do have to join the course, give them your information. You get access to this course, which should take 3 weeks, 2 hours a week for 3 weeks. You get that for 5 weeks for free. Okay, so you have 5 weeks to do a 3-week course. All right, cool. Now, if you want access longer and you want to be able to print a digital certificate once you finish this, then it's $39. And then unlimited, you get this course, other future learn courses, certificate. You can access this anytime for $249.99. And so it is free, but you know, hey, there are other options for the paid model. So if you hit join course for free, then let's see, join free, and then you've got to sign in or register using Facebook. That's it. So that's what it looks like. So anyway, I hope you guys, if you do have friends, or if you are new to Raspberry Pi, this is sanctioned by Raspberry Pi, the organization. I saw this on their Twitter feed today, and yes, please do check that out. Yes. All right. So that is my next project. Let's go back over to the PowerPoint, and next, let's talk about Amazon Echo. And I hope you have your devices muted. Okay, let's see. So the what I want to talk about this week is the Echo Show, and I believe this only works on Echo Show. Okay, let me take down the PowerPoint here. All right, so Echo Show right here, and let's see. This is for the visually impaired people. You know, let's say you're visually impaired and you've got, you know, food. Okay, and I've got a couple examples here. We're going to try live, and we'll see how this goes. And we're going to see if it can identify these foods. Now, it's for visually impaired people. Like sometimes you're like, hey, what is this? This is a can of beans or a can of tomatoes. You can't really tell if you're visually impaired. So I think what it does is actually tries to read the label. So let's try this out. Take my device off mute. I'm going to say, Alexa, what am I holding?
Let's see.
And then you're supposed to hold it up.
Show me another side. It looks like a demand-free graphics product. I read the following words: kidney bean, dark red kidney beans.
Okay, yeah, so it's still kind of a work in progress here. Let's try out something else. So it did read dark red kidney beans, which was what was on it. So now let's try this.
I think that's Ortega taco shells. For more info on this product, say, Alexa, details.
Alexa, details.
This favorite Bear Creek soup tastes like it simmered for hours, not minutes. A Bear Creek original. Thick and creamy.
Alexa,
perfect
stop.
kind
Okay, that's not correct. Okay, but this is Ortega taco shells. The product, they got the product right. They got the picture of the product right. Unfortunately, the description was about Bear Creek soup. These are taco shells. This has nothing to do with soup. At least I didn't think it did. So I think this is still kind of a beta thing. It doesn't work on the other devices. It only works on Echo Show. And so, okay, maybe it has to be in the Amazon inventory. Ed Chin. Thank you, Ed Chin. Yes, it may need to be in the Amazon inventory. Maybe this is how they sell you. Yes, Ed Chin. So they can sell it to. Yes. Maybe it's like that. There is grocery shopping on Amazon now. I'm going to mute this device. But hey, we gave it a shot. I thought it'd be kind of funny if we tried that out on the show today. But anyway, yeah. So I think I'm gonna start just imagining things here for a second. The way they might have come up with this project or come up with this is, you can make a call. You can make a video call on these devices, on this Amazon Show device. And I bet people were making calls and being like, hey, I can't read the label on this. Hey, can I hold it up? And then maybe you can read the label on it. And then maybe they do collect your data. Okay. And I have done 2 videos just on Amazon Echo privacy on this channel. I've done one on the Google Home. And they do collect your data, and they do look at what you say on these things. And so maybe a lot of people were making video calls with their show, and then holding up things and being like, "What is this?" And then maybe that's how they came up with that idea. So anyway, I'm speculating, total speculation on what's going on here, why they did this. And so anyway, I thought that would be kind of funny to do on the show today, and we have done it. So tell me what you think about it. Okay, next on this show. All right, let's talk about iOS 13.5. Okay, it dropped this morning for me. I live in the U.S. I did upgrade my my device, my iPhone this morning. Ash. Hey yo. Okay, hello. Thank you all for joining. All right, tell me what you think about the iOS 13.5. So the concern about iOS 13.5, you think it could at least read the barcode. Oh yeah, maybe there is barcode scanning on this thing, by the way. So yeah. Oh, y'all want to see that? Okay, so Alexa, what is this item?
Let's see.
Let's see if I can.
Taco shells Ortega. For more info on this product.
Oh,
say,
it did read the
details.
Okay, all right. Eric, you said it should be able to read the barcode. Yes, it can read the barcode, and it did come up with the correct item when I put up the barcode. Wow, that was a good idea. Thank you. All right, so that's probably a better way, is to do the barcode if you are visually impaired and you have an Echo Show and you need something read to you, is to hold up the barcode. All right, very good. Yes. All right. So let's get back to the iOS update that dropped today. Tell me what you think about it, because it was kind of a point of debate amongst my Facebook friends this morning, because it says on here that this introduces the exposure notification API to support COVID-19 contact tracing apps from public health authorities. This update also introduces an option to control automatic prominence of video tiles on group FaceTime calls. All right. So some people start freaking out about this because they felt it was an invasion of their privacy. But what I am reading on the internet, and this is on the 9 to 5 Mac page here, and I'm going to go over to the browser. I'm going to copy paste that over into 9 to 5 right here, so you guys can follow along, but you can see my screen. Basically, this is an opt-in. So just because you took the latest update, the latest iOS update, does not mean that you are part of contact tracing. Now, essentially, it says that you actually, they're providing a screenshot, and it says the COVID-19 exposure logging toggle is disabled by default in iOS 13.5. It does not collect any data without you installing and authorizing a local health authority app, which will be available soon. Okay, so Apple and Google's exposure notification system will be completely opt-in. All right, and then it goes through these screenshots, and it tells you step by step, if you want to opt in, you can do this, but you have to have an app first. So it's kind of chicken egg. We're kind of in that kind of situation now, because you have to have the app, which is not available as of today, for me at least. I've looked at my my list. I live in the state of Georgia. I'm in Atlanta, Georgia. For anybody who's asking, it's not a secret. I'm in Atlanta, Georgia. I don't think our app is out. At least I haven't gotten a notification about it. So when I went in here, because I didn't already have an app installed that looked for exposure logging, nothing happened. I can't even toggle this on right now. But anyway, just letting you guys know, in terms of privacy, I think, we do need to be vigilant about our privacy, but then I don't want us to start a bunch of rumors. But here it is, 9 to 5. It is an opt-in for everybody. So anyway, just that's my understanding of it. And if you want to debate me on that, now's the time. Let me know. So that is, I'm going to go back to my PowerPoint. That is iOS 13.5. Not a lot of comments about iOS 13.5. All right. Well, let me know about what you think about iOS 13.5. All right. And then the last project that I kind of wanted, that I haven't done yet, but I'm planning on doing, that I bought the materials for, is a Neopixel ring pendant. And basically I wanted to do a kind of a more Arduino microcontroller project. So I bought the Gemma V2 last week, and then I do have a Neopixel ring, and the Neopixel ring in the picture is for a 16 pendant, 16 light pendant. I only bought the 12, but anyway, here you go. So basically I'm going to 3D print a diffuser, and then put this, I think I'm actually put it the other way. Then put this like this, and then solder it together, and then make a little light up thing. And I think it'll be kind of cool. So let's see, if you want to see the tutorial, let's go over to the tutorial right here. Copy, paste, here you go. So this is it's called hoop earrings, and basically you can use this as a microcontroller and control the lights on a Neopixel, and I think that would be kind of cool. So I'm going to check that out when I get a chance and try out this project. And so let me know what you think about this project, and if you've done this project, let me know if you've done this project already. So anyway, I think this is going to be pretty cool. All right, so back to my presentation. I think that is about it for this week's show. Next week's video is going to be how to set up a Tekken light strip. And I've done light strips before on this channel. This is the Tekken light strip. They sent me a 16.4 foot light strip, 5 meters for everybody else in the world. They sent me a 5 meter light strip. I put it on top of my kitchen cabinets, and I can do all sorts of cool colors with it. And I did integrate it with the Tekken smart plug. And thus, when you integrate with the Tekken smart plug, it starts working on your Amazon Echo. Woohoo! So anyway, that was a lot of fun. I did that project this week. That video will drop next Tuesday at noon Eastern. And I hope you will join me on Tuesday when I release that video, and then hopefully I'll be back here on Thursday for more project ideas with Caroline at 3 o'clock Eastern, 12 o'clock Pacific, 8 o'clock London time, I guess is what I call it. But that is the show for this week. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think. If there's anything else I can talk about on this show, any ideas that you have, any questions that you have about my videos, I do try to, look at the questions and then try to address them in the video, or if something that I can clarify, that'd be great. Let me know. I do close every show by saying thank you to all the frontline people out there. Thank you all to the medical workers. Thank you to first responders. Thank you everybody working the front lines, grocery store workers, and sanitation workers, and everybody out there on the front lines, so that I can stay safe. I am staying safe. Stay safe. Stay healthy, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me. Oh, I do have a question before I go. I was about to say I'm about to go. In which language the beginners should make the projects? Python. What do y'all think? Okay. Anyway, what? I just got here. Oh no. Yes, this is the end of the show. Sorry. So it will automatically replay once I sign off. So I'm going to sign off now and say thank you so much for joining me today. You can watch the replay immediately when I stop this stream. All right. So sorry you missed the show. Send me a message and let me know your questions. Otherwise, until next week at 3 o'clock. Bye-bye.